Okay, so good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Thank you for watching DevRel Asia 2020 interview sessions. I'm Archie, Chief Organizer of the conference. And in this time, I will introduce our awesome speakers and chat with them about their talk in 15 minutes. Today's guest is Hemchander at Freshworks Inc. Welcome.
Hi, Atsushi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Yeah, doing good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. So,
Great.
are you living in India, right?
Yeah. I'm based out of India, Chennai.
So maybe morning in the India,
Yeah.
right? Oh,
Yeah,
thank you for attending.
thank
I
you. Thanks a
see.
lot.
Yeah, no problem. So thank you for coming. And I will show the banners. Okay. So at first, please introduce yourself and your careers. And what is your favorite technologies, books, movies, your pets, or your families, or anything about you?
Definitely. So, I'm Hemchander from the Freshworks Developer Relations team, and I love working with developers. I am heavily involved in growing the Freshworks community, contributing to the developer tooling, and so on. So it's my pleasure being in Developer Asia conference, and thanks Atsushi for that. I love photography, and I'm a huge fan of DIY hobby projects, especially Arduino, IoT, and things like that. I also like painting, but I'm not so good at it. I'm trying to get better at it, one sketch at a time. Yeah,
I see. So I think Freshworks provides several type of SaaS services. So
yes,
uh,
exactly.
what is your main product for your role?
Yeah. So Freshworks provides a suite of support and CRM products. They also have their flagship product is Freshdesk, and it's a huge success in Europe, US, and other geographies as well. We also provide CRM software. We also provide live chat support software, and it is all bundled together in a nice offering, which gives you a 360-degree solution to your business challenges, especially on support and sales aspects. Now that gives us an interesting landscape for developer relations professionals. All our products are API enabled, which means you can easily extend them. There's a lot of room for extensibility. There is a platform associated with it as well. Now that is the interesting part compared to other products. It's our key differentiator. We have our Freshworks developer platform, which offers a lot of capabilities for extensibility, especially if you are a business, if you are a customer, it doesn't matter. You can build apps on top of the platform, and it's going to give you the much needed extensibility that you want. Now, as developer relations professional, we have an interesting landscape given that we have multiple products. We also have the developer platform. Now, we have to manage the developer experience in the right way for developers across these products and also on the platform side. So that is an interesting challenge that I'm part of at Freshworks as well.
I see. So I think our CRM or support desk softwares, it depends on each company's workflow. So I
Exactly.
think your services supports several countries and much type of companies. So each country have different workflows and different needs. So how to support that? I think it's very difficult.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, Businesses have their own needs, especially SMEs, enterprises. They have their own customizability needs, and as you
Mm,
rightly pointed out, this varies based on verticals that we see. Luckily, we have the developer platform with us,
mhm,
and
mhm,
also the developer relations team who are trying to make
mm.
sure the extensively needs are met. Yeah.
I see. I see. So they can expand or customize for their workflows by your
Absolutely.
APIs.
Exactly. And we also provide the platform with features So you can have data storage, you can have OAuth, and you also can have scheduler and a lot of things which you do not have to write on your own or build from the scratch. You can just
Mm-hmm.
make use of the platform feature, and
Mm-hmm.
then you can plug it in your app, and then you can start using it. So it's as simple as that. And
Mm.
we are trying to make more services available for our developers, more features available for our developers, so that they don't have to worry about the technicality of the application. They can just go
Mm.
to the business part and then start solving the key pieces. That gives a
Mm.
boost on
Mm.
their productivity and also
Yeah,
a bang for the buck. In other words.
I see. And currently, I check your profile. You write on the create interesting 11 hours demos, right?
Oh yeah.
So, what type of demo apps did you build it?
That's an interesting question. So, as part of the developer relations team,
Mm,
one part is also to raise awareness for our developers, right? And
mm,
uh, I love building a lot of demo apps, and in fact, we have a very rich sample apps repository.
mm,
The Freshworks Marketplace sample apps repo
mm,
is a very famous repo for our developers.
mm,
We have built a lot of demo applications per product and also per feature wise. So
mm,
they can have demos and samples on two dimensions.
mm,
And I love being part of the demo app development, and I have built a lot of demo apps for the conferences.
mm,
And on top of that, as icing on the cake, we also have our crayons UI kit. So
mm,
it's a interesting UI kit option that they can use to build the visual interfaces. They don't have to start from the scratch. It's very
mm,
similar to how we provide a lot of features on our platform,
mm,
except that this is on the visual side of things. They don't have
mm.
to start coding the UI from scratch. They can reuse this thing. And I'm also a core contributor in the Crayons UI kit project. I would also recommend you to check it out. It is something which we are developing for all our developers as well.
I see. So, Freshworks have a app market, right?
Yes, yes.
So, and your demo apps displayed on the app stores, and maybe your softwares will be open source or something. So, and the developers can see your code on that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm,
One part of the equation is making sure developers get to know the best practices out there that
mm,
we want them to follow. As you
mm,
rightfully pointed out, we have a marketplace
mm,
with 1,000 plus applications and still growing.
mm,
And each of the application it's in the marketplace is thoroughly reviewed, and it meets the standards that we would like for our customers.
mm,
And as a part of that, having the right sample apps which follow the guidelines, and
mm,
something which shows this is how it's supposed to be for the developers is it's a very interesting experience in itself, and that helps developers a lot, especially
mm,
those who are new to the platform. It is
mm,
also one of the important aspects of our developer relations to make
mm,
sure people who are new to the platform also go from 0 to 100 in a very short time. So
mm,
we
mm,
don't
mm,
want them to spend too much time figuring out where to get started. So we
mm,
have also made use of tools to make sure the onboarding flows smooth,
mm,
and also they can get necessary help on the community front as well. And that is where tooling comes into the picture. It plays a very pivotal role in all of our day-to-day
mm.
workflows and activities.
I see. It's very interesting. So, okay. So, we will move to the next topic about your talk. So, your talk title is Tools for Empowering Developer Relation Teams. So, please give me your abstracts or summaries of your talk, please.
Sure. So this is a quick summarization of the learnings that we had in our Freshworks developer relations team. And as you might already know, developer relations involve a mix of responsibilities, right? It's not a single faceted role; it's a multifaceted role, and that is the interesting part of the role as well, right? And we want to make sure we don't spend too much time in the manual tasks that are involved with these roles. One of our key mission is to make sure we spend enough time with developers and not just on the tooling or not just on the mechanical part of things. So based on the developer relations report 2020, you would have seen that empathy, creativity are some of the key skills, including communication, are some of the key skills that a developer relations professional needs, right? And we want to make sure we use the tools in the right way so that we can get the much needed time to make sure we understand the developers. We are much more empathetic towards them and make sure they are heard better. So without the tools, it's going to be very tough for developer relations team. We are probably going to have a lot of different inner plate that needs to be done. So we see it as a very important asset for our entire team to make sure we have the right tooling for the right set of processes. And when it comes to processes, we also see how and why we should go about these processes in a very specific way. For example, as developer relations team, we might be very fixated on solving some particular problem, but at times it's very important to step back a little and then understand the entire big picture and make sure if we have identified the right process. So that comes before the tooling part, which is kind of like a prerequisite. And once that is figured out as a part of the tooling adoption, we'll be able to see which tool fits almost exactly around the workflows that we have. It's our a priority to make sure we don't adjust our workflow around the tool. We will try to see how we can adjust the tool according to the workflow that we have, and we are almost spoiled for choices when it comes to tools, right? We have a lot of tools when it comes to the community, when it comes to interactivity, and so on. Now, as I said in the beginning, this is more of a story at the Freshworks on how we were able to identify these tools and we're able to utilize it. Now, I won't give out the spoilers ahead before the talk, but it will be very much on the essence of community. It will be on the enablement part and also on the engagement part. So these three are the essence or the ingredients for a lot of different activities that we do. And the story involves how we were able to find tools which were able to solve the challenges associated with these three areas, and how we were able to successfully use them as a daily routine in the developer relations team. So we'll see more about that in the talk, but this is the overall picture when it comes to the talk in itself. Yeah.
I see. It's very interesting because there are so many cloud services right now.
Yes.
So how to select the services in your team?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question, Atsushi. So, uh, in the beginning, like any other enthusiastic team who is like very thrilled to solve the needs of our developers, we often found ourselves jumping into solutions which would solve them. But then eventually we found out, we need to take a step back and rethink the entire challenge in itself. Now, I would like to quote Sam Altman here. He has an interesting post about productivity in a very neat blog post, which says, if you're going in the wrong direction, then what amount of productivity that we have, it's not going to be worth it, right? So
Mhm.
we were very keen on making sure we understand the challenge first. So that comes as the precursor to using these tools. Now we wanted to understand where exactly our developers are struggling, and that came as a part of making sure we conduct enough experiments. So
Mm.
we clearly our team clearly encouraged the habit of asking why. So it was a
Mm.
very important thing to do in our team. So without asking why and without understanding the true nature of our challenge
Mm.
the developers are facing, it would be inefficient to go
Mm.
on, use a tool, and then solve it. And as I said earlier, we are already spoiled for choices, right? We are having a lot of tools. The what tool we are supposed to use is something that is going to be changing. It's going to be variable. They're going to have a lot of interesting tools.
Mm.
I also wish we had single suite for our entire set of challenges to solve.
mm,
But at the same time, we wanted to be very methodical and careful about the way we chose those tools.
mhm,
And the habit of asking why was very important in our team, and
mm,
also making sure we nail the problem. So this is the problem X. Now,
mm,
what are the hypotheses that we have to solve this
mhm,
problem, and have
mhm,
we conducted enough experiments?
mhm,
And this all comes before the tooling. So that is the
mm,
interesting part. So this all happens without the tooling. We try to understand. We build a mental model of the problem,
mhm,
and once we have the right picture in our mind, and once we have the right results from the experiments, which may or may not involve tools, we'll
mhm,
be able to tell, all right, now this is a challenge. Now we have conducted these many experiments. Now
mhm,
let's see which tool fits this profile. And
mm,
things get easier from there on. And it's actually surprisingly easier. It's very easy
mm,
to make decision. We spare ourselves from the decision fatigue, which we might go into if we don't do this prerequisite exercise. And once
mhm,
we do this, we have a profile of the things that we need to take care,
mhm,
and the choice of two gets reduced to two or three at the max, and we will
mm.
be able to make a clear cut decision at that point. So that is the process that has helped us in this case.
I see. So, do you have any ideas? What is your interesting services right now? So, do you want to try something new services right now?
Oh yeah, we are actually open to trying new services. We are actually seeing a lot of interesting products emerge in the market as well.
Mm,
One open source
mm,
project that we got very impressed by is the Grimoire tools, kiosk,
mm,
the community health analytics open source software,
mm,
and we had this Grimoire tools
mm,
software, which gave us the power to look at community health in itself.
mm,
And now this is on top of the community software that we have. More about in the
mm,
talk tomorrow. But
mhm,
a set of tools that we had, as a part of the chaos project, it helped us analyze the community health in a
mm,
single place. Now that was very interesting for us because we haven't seen such a tool
mhm,
before.
mm,
Usually in developer relations landscape, the tooling is a bit fragmented. We have tool A, tool B, tool C, and we
mm,
need to collate the data from all the different sources, and then we need to use it. Now,
mhm,
chaos, the projects as part of the chaos was very promising.
mm,
It helped seeing, getting a bird's eye view of the entire landscape, including our forum, GitHub, and other parts where our developers are interfacing. And it helped us say, all right, now this developer is having this much contribution across our developer interfaces, developer touch points. Now that
mm,
was very interesting for us because it gave us the much needed insight to make sure we need to improve on those areas, and we need to maybe this area is already good. Now let's see if we can use the learnings from here and then apply it over there. So that was an interesting project, I would say.
mhm,
But yeah, we are also very much interested in other tools, especially. I also I'm also aware that there is Crunch Data, Orbit, and other tools. We have to
mhm.
give it a try here, just starting from open source to other parts. Yeah.
I see. Maybe in your talk, you introduce several tools or softwares for encourage their developer relations. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's very interesting because we have we know a lot of tools, but we have no time to try everything. So your talk is very give us the very good suggestion for that.
Yeah, yeah, I'm very much excited to share the things that worked out for us,
Mhm,
especially on the tooling front. We believe it might save some time for others as well. And these are tools which we adopted, and we have seen some success in our team. I hope there will never be a one size fits for all solution for the teams, but then I believe this is going to be a lot of value add for them, especially in terms of the
mm,
learnings that we obtain out of it. And this could save a significant amount of time for them as well. Yeah, I'm also excited to know the other tools that people use as a part of the developer relations team, solving their workflow. So, actually, what is one interesting tool that you would recommend? Or the one that you're using at your team that you recommend?
Uh, in the COVID-19, we will move to the event from offline to online. So in this conference, we will use Orbis for show venue services. It's a very
Hmm.
interesting, and we we can talk each other's by ranks. So we are first, we can't talk each other, but we are cross, we can talk. So it's a very interesting services. So you can try it on the conference day. So I hope
That's great.
you will enjoy it.
That's cool. So viewers, we already have one tool interesting suggestion from
Yeah.
SSG and also one from me, and more to come on the talk day. So stay tuned.
Yeah. I see. Thank you, Hemchander. So you have a very interesting careers of developer relation or developer communities, and I strongly recommend every developer marketers or developer relations account of charge should listen your talk. So and oh yeah, Hemchander, I hope you also will enjoy DevRel Asia 2020.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm already excited.
Okay, thank you for interviews and thank you for coming to the
Thank
today.
you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
all. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye. Okay, everyone. So interview is done. Our conference W Asia 2020 will be held on the November 14th. It's mean this Saturday. It's free conference. Everyone save the dates and get the ticket and waiting the date. Okay, everyone. See you next interview. Bye.